I'm back and we're going to do this match reaction, which is very hard to do. Okay, so PSG has won this game 3 goals to 1 on the aggregate. And they deserve to go to the next round because they have scored more goals. That is obvious. And over 2 legs, they have showcased their real talent, real grit, and they deservedly earn the right to move forward. Well done, respect, and well played. Some players which I need to mention who have played a vital role in getting them to the final, which is number one, Donnarumma. Donnarumma has played 2 games of his life, and through this Champions League campaign, he has redeemed himself as a world-class goalkeeper, which he was once before when he won Euros with Italy, and today again he made 2 world-class saves. One was from Odegaard. It was like low, and in the corner he did manage to get down right in the time, and he saved it. That was a very very good shot from Odegaard, and from Saka as well. It was bending in, curving in. It was perfectly placed in the top right corner, but he saved it, and well done. And over 2 legs, I want to say that he was the best player of this whole tie. Now, other players which I needed to mention from PSG are Ousmane Dembele from the first leg, and Kvaratskhelia from the second leg, and Nuno Mendes. So Nuno Mendes, because he have done a very good job at Saka, he got the yellow card pretty early, but I wouldn't say he was better than Saka in this 1v1 contest, because he had the support of whoever the winger was, be it Kavara or Endue. So they were doubling down on Saka, helping him to manage Saka, essentially. But overall, because Saka didn't score, so I will give him credit and well done. He's also a young, up and coming youngster, very 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 good player. I rate him, and well done. He did showcase his importance in PSG squad. Then Kvaratskhelia had a very good shot in the first half. It hit the post against the run of play, and if that goal went in, it would have it would have given PSG a very good boost, which it came anyway from Fabian Ruiz's half volley. That goal is initially I thought it was a fantastic goal. What a finish, rocket, absolute bullet. But it wasn't. It was a deflection from Saliba. It was going to the left, and then it deviated from left to right because of Saliba's rib cage. And yeah, so I don't want to give him as much as credit, because a clear goal is a better goal than a deflected goal. So yeah, but well done overall, and great. Now next goal came in from Hakimi. Hakimi was Hakimi was very effective. He was going up and down. He has good pace. However, we were managing him very good. So how this goal happened was the initially it was a break, and then Kvaratskhelia was progressing the ball from the left hand side, and trying to cut back, hoping he will find someone. And Partey, being naive at that point, he was trying to turn and gain possession and angle it away so he can progress the ball. So doing multiple things at the time, and not just trying to secure the ball and then just figure it out. He was just trying to secure it and progress it at the same time, which he failed. So it landed to Hakimi, and he slapped it perfectly in the right corner, and it was somewhat unsavable. And yeah, that meant PSG went 3-0 up in the tie. Then it was okay. I'll get into the game as well. So then what happened was um, a error in judgment, in my opinion, because that was not a penalty. A penalty was rewarded to PSG because Miles Lewis Kelly's hand was left out. It brushed off. The ball brushed off his hand. It wasn't an on-field decision. VAR came in and yeah, asked the referee to reconsider his judgment, and he did. He gave the penalty to PSG. I think it is very harsh because he was trying to move away, and and he was close. So if you're not gonna count the proximity, then what's the point? Because there are certain things which you are going to do involuntary, and it happens um, by natural reaction or reflection. So yeah, if you're gonna do that, you have to be consistent and do it to every single game and do it to every single player, which is not going to happen because football is becoming subjective sport, and subjective refereeing is pretty prevalent in these days. So let's not get into it too much. Let's get into the penalty. Vitinha lines himself up as a penalty taker, and David Raya was informed by the goalkeeping coach that I believe so, that just don't make a move until the other person make a move. Exactly what happened. Vitinha waited, so he was trying to do this Ivan Toney penalty, or whoever wants the goalkeeper to move first and then shoot. So eventually, what happened was he was coming forward, step by step, and then he was so close that he had to make a decision. David Raya is not moving, and so because Vitinha makes the first move, David Raya and didn't generate the power enough to score a goal. David Raya had the time to adjust himself and dive to the left and save the penalty. So that penalty was saved. It was a harsh one anyway, and Arsenal was somewhat hanging in the tie. And there come the uh, goal for Arsenal. Trossard, Martinelli gets replaced by Trossard. Trossard wins the duel with Marquinhos, who I don't think is a good defender anyway. He got brushed off by Trossard, who is the least physical player of Arsenal, and then he progressed the ball well. He tried to cut back, also took a deflection. There was an element of luck in Arsenal's goal as well. It landed very well for Saka. Saka tried to shoot and then round the keeper and then scored it. So that bring back Arsenal somewhat in a 3-1. Then not shortly after that, Saka had another opportunity. He was clean on goal. The ball was crossed to him perfectly. He just skied it, and that would have brought the tie to 3-2 and 12 or 15 minutes to play. That would have changed the whole game, and PSG would have been on the ropes. But if buts and whatever, it doesn't count in football. The bottom line is Arsenal is knocked out of the Champions League semi-final by PSG 3-1. Respect to PSG, well deserved, well played. I hope you win the Champions League, and this will be the first Champions League of PSG's history. All right, I've given what my thoughts was on the game. Now, talk about Arsenal. So, I want to say this first of all. Even though PSG was a deserved winner and it went through, Arsenal was not too far behind. Arsenal, it wasn't a cakewalk for PSG. It was a very close game. Arsenal was Arsenal restored the squad dynamics when Marino came back and Partey came back. Marino to its original position, which is forward at the moment, but Partey at the base of the midfield, Declan Rice pushing forward. So we were dominating. We had PSG pinned back. They were defending. Arsenal was offensive the whole time in first half. But first half, we were doing what PSG did in the first 20 minutes to PSG at their home ground. Arsenal was yeah, Arsenal was under control. Arsenal was a better team, and it just didn't reflect on the goals. And we created enough chances. We should have buried our chances. We didn't. We had our fair share of long throws and corners, but we didn't do enough damage with those opportunities. And it's we just scored only one goal in 180 minutes, so that's not okay as well for me. Even though if you play good football, you control the play, you neutralize the opposition, and you score just one goal, it's also something which doesn't sit well with me, and I'm upset about that. I want things to be reflected upon and improved upon, so we have a better situation next time, and we go and do the job properly. All right, so I respect David Raya for saving the penalty. We were good, but not good enough, because if you were good enough, we would have overcome this tie and yeah, through to the final, but it is not the case. All right, now this was my whole gist. Now I'm going to answer the questions which everyone wants to know and ask. Every Arsenal fan or me personally, you want to know that, and where my position is. Number one is this season a failure? I don't think so. This season is not a failure because we have progressed in Champions League and we have done well in the Premier League. I know we don't have the trophies to back that, and because I would like to apply the context, which is if you I've watched pretty much every single game of Arsenal in Premier League and Champions League. We we destroyed. We finished number three in the league of initial league type format of Champions League, and then we cleaned up PSG, Real Madrid, and this was a close tie. It wasn't obvious, or it wasn't smashing like Real Madrid. Uh, and whoever watched this will know we created enough chances, didn't convert them. So who would convert them? Our strikers, our front men. We have been hampered with injuries. Our backup is also injured, so it is really the fact and reality. So we have to account that, and using knowing that this doesn't happen, we have to recruit well, and we just have got this Andre Berta as a technical director of football. So big job on his shoulders. So it's a big summer. We need to recruit well. This management and the club has shown me that we recruit well, and we have, and it's just we've been hampered with injuries and some bad refereeing decisions. It has affected our whole season, but it is what it is. It happens, and you have to account for that as well, because this is how it is. You have to account for the incorrect decisions when you start your season campaign. Okay, now next question is am I Arteta in or Arteta out? Do we need to change the manager? The answer is categorically no, because we have progressed under this management and this manager. We have recruited well. We are getting better and better. We don't get smashed by anyone, really. No one can smash us. Like, yeah, you can just check our record. We have been really solid against the front top six. We don't lose to anyone. We smash everyone in Premier League, except for the Liverpool, who had been better over the whole course of the season. Respect, and we have to give the guard of honor to Liverpool. Yeah, we have to, because that's you have to congratulate and you have to respect the winners. And if you don't respect the winners in the competition, you behave like a sore loser. So which we don't want to do anyway. Yeah, but it's disappointing. It's not a failure, but it is disappointing, because this is what we had. And yeah, one step closer. Yeah, we move. All right. Oh, also, I want to say, if we have to sacrifice someone in order to generate funds for the attacking line, we should do that. I don't know what they want and who they want. Just get what you want. And if you want to shuffle up the squad, or just get someone out, then get someone out. Do what is necessary to get us over the line. And next year, I'm 100% sure I'm gonna wait at least next year to make my final assessment on the manager. And yeah, it is hard one to take. 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 All right. So season's over, and I'm very disappointed. Hardest reaction for me, because the team has lost and I have to react on it. It is hard, and it's first time, but it is what it is. Win, lose or draw. This is what sports is all about. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. If you're Arsenal, you lose more than you win. So yeah, I was ready. I know what I signed up for, but it is what it is. Well done to the whole Arsenal team. You played whatever, you did whatever you could do. We need to reset, recollect, and reflect. And yeah, hopefully we get better. Thank you very much. It was not nice, but thank you very much. You get the point. Appreciate you watching me. Thank you.